On the 3rd of November 2022, the village headman to Chuluruka village, a man named Movin Fulama, was called to come and witness what was happening at one of the houses in the village, at the house of the suspected witch, Mr. Evaristo Musonda. Immediately, Mr. Movin got in his vehicle and went to see what was happening at this suspected witch. When he just reached the yard to the house, he found a lot of people surrounding Mr. Evaristo Musonda's house. A lot of people with phones taking videos and pictures of what they were witnessing, what they found at this suspected witch man. Mr. Movin reached the house, penetrated through the crowd, and reached at the scene of what everyone was taking pictures and videos of. What he saw shocked him. He found this huge big snake that is commonly called as Idiromba. It's not actually your ordinary snake. It's a snake that's used for witchcraft. And now it looked like it was about to swallow a rat. It also had coins on it. Mr. Movin was shocked to see something horrible like this. He asked the people around how was this snake discovered and who discovered this snake. And the story on how this snake was found is the strangest part of this entire story. It turns out that the suspected witch, Mr. Evaristo Musonda, he has a son also named Evaristo Musonda Jr. He's the one who found the snake, and the way he found it was every time he went to sleep in his father's house, he would have these strange, weird nightmares. Nightmares about a very big snake coming out of the ground in his father's yard, but this snake had a face that resembles his father's face, more like his father's face and less of a snake's face. This snake would crawl out of the ground in his father's yard and get directions from his father up to Evaristo Musonda Jr.'s room. And Evaristo, every time in his dream, he was always paralyzed in his bed, unable to move a single muscle in his body, but he would easily see the snake and his father entering the room, and the snake would crawl up to his bed, begin licking him like it's about to swallow him. Then when it's done licking all over his body, it began swallowing him. But every time it failed to finish swallowing him up, he would suddenly wake up and just see there's no one in the room, though each nightmare felt so realistic, like literally his father and the snake are in his room. But he never got swallowed in any of the dreams. The snake would always fail to swallow him and crawl back to the ground where it came from in his father's yard. And so Evaristo had this dream so many times, such that he began fantasizing about the dreams when he's not even asleep. When he fantasized so many times about the dream, he thought, there must be something so real about it. Why would I be having the same recurring dream? He got a hoe and remembered at the place in the ground where the snake was coming from in his father's yard. And he went at this place in the ground where the snake was coming from with his hoe and began digging at this point in the ground. He dug for a few minutes. He was met with this big cavity in the ground. In the cavity, he saw a big snake. Not even in the dream, a snake that looks like the one he was seeing in the dreams, but it was now in real life in the ground. He got startled, of course, threw the hoe away, ran away, went to call his mother, his friends, neighbors, and also the headman to the village. The neighbors began stoning this snake, and each time it got a nice hit from one of the stones from the neighbors, it would make these weird human-like noises, like it's a human being crying, but it was actually a snake. Stoned it so hard, but it was not dying. Stoned it until it shrunk into something relatively smaller. Then it completely stopped moving. And when the village headman, Mr. Movin Fulama, reached, it was quite smaller than the way they found it, but it still had the rat in its mouth and also the coins. Although all this while, as Evaristo was explaining, people taking videos and pictures of this snake, also the village headman listening to what Evaristo was explaining about, Mr. Evaristo Musonda Sr., the father to this young man, he was nowhere to be seen. People were actually looking for him, but he was not seen anywhere. Until they actually found him, fetched him to the headman's place, accused him of being the owner of the snake. He totally refused all their allegations. He said he does not know anything about this snake and he can't be a witch. He's always been believing in Jesus Christ. Up to now, no one claims ownership of this mysterious creature.